that has been undertaken by you and all your team, and touch on where we've landed with the proposed rates increase that we're consulting on. So we do have a proposed rates increase of 23.7%, which is, of course, the highest proposed rates increase as a council that we have ever put out for consultation. And I know we started with the first draft of the 3-year plan that was pulled together at 43%. So to find 20% through the work that's been led by your team is absolutely incredible, and thank you for the efforts of everybody that has achieved that. And I know there will be many in our community who are surprised and not happy with the proposed rates increase that we are asking them to provide feedback to us on, and we encourage everybody to provide their feedback. But just to give some context to that figure, and I have been speaking about this quite publicly for quite some time, because I do think it's really important for our community to understand the position that we as a council, and in fact councils throughout the whole country, find ourselves in with the ever-increasing pressures that we have on our financial position. And obviously here in Hawke's Bay at the moment, we have the additional impact of Cyclone Gabrielle and the ongoing recovery to that. All councils are dealing with a new government and the ongoing uncertainty around all manner of reforms which are still in play, and not knowing quite how they might impact on our future financial sustainability. And I guess just to touch on a few areas of where costs have grown exponentially in recent years, as the Deputy Mayor discussed earlier, bridges have increased by 38%. Roads and water supply systems are 27% more expensive to build than they were 3 years ago. Sewage systems are 30% more expensive to build than they were 3 years ago. And these are all parts of our core infrastructure that we're responsible for providing to our community. And we face the same cost pressures that every household and every business faces. We have the inflationary pressures, insurance, which I know everybody is struggling with. My own personal insurances went up by 35% in the last 12 months. Rising wage costs are something that are a significant part of our increase this year, proposed increase this year. And we haven't actually introduced any new activities or increased any levels of service except for a 2% resilience fund. And after what we have been through in the last 12 months, I think it's incredibly important that we do continue to invest and have funds available to build resilience and to prepare ourselves for any future events that may hit our community in the foreseeable future. So I'm very much looking forward to taking this consultation document out to our community, receiving submissions. There are a number of key items that we're asking for feedback on. There is, of course, our housing portfolio, which we discussed at length in the earlier paper. We're also, as I said, the resilience rate of 2%. We're asking for feedback on that. We're looking to implement an investment strategy which actually allows us to view some of our assets with a more commercial lens. So we're asking for feedback in terms of how we implement that strategy and set up a council-controlled trading organisation to have a focus on how we best get the best return from those assets. There are a number of fees and charges which we have increased beyond CPI, which we're wanting to hear feedback on. Off the top of my head, that includes parking, it includes Ocean Spa, it includes the business activity of Napier conferences and events. So that is one of our consultation items. Our business and tourism loan funding, again, so we have done a review of some of our facilities which do have a very strong business and tourism focus, and how we can actually reimagine or look at how those facilities are operated, so that, again, they have potentially just a slightly more commercial focus and how we can get the best return from those. That will take a period of time. We're thinking between 1 and 3 years. And so we are consulting on loan funding, any deficit on those facilities, whilst we work through that process of looking at how we change them to be more financially viable going into the future. And then we also have a question regarding our civic office accommodation and what we're proposing there with the old library tower and again refurbishing that to get all of our staff back on one site in the next few years as well. So there's lots of information in the document. There's lots of things we need feedback on, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from our community and just, again, want to acknowledge all the hard work that's been put in to date.